about now? Funk Soul Brother, what about now? Funk Soul Brother. Okay, which audio input is this? Okay, got that. Turn off 6. 8, 2. Okay. Just trying to increase the audio quality. Also trying not to fry my PC, so. What about now, Funk Soul Brother? Let's see, where is the voice and video? Let's check. At all? Let's check. Let's check. Let's check. 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 Let's just do this. Is that better? I mean, I'm trying to... Alright, trying to work this. How do I work this? Which is, of course, if you know what that's from, good for you. If you don't know where it's from, I don't blame you. You know? Just saying. Don't blame you whatsoever. It's some old shit. Do 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 do. Where did... Do. Alright, so self-promotion. But I'll put it in the right place this time. Thank you. Thank you. You've been a wonderful audience. Maybe? I don't know. You've been a terrible, terrible audience. I don't know. Should I insult you or like actually try? Like, because I'm cool with both. To be quite frank. And I know I think I'm accidentally inflating my own numbers and shit. But, whatever. Ahoy. Ahoy, hoy. I would like to know if there's anyone lurking. 'Cause it says 2, and I don't believe it. I don't believe it! You know? Kudos if you know that one. Oh boy. Does anyone else like think it's really, really weird how cutesy like Japan treats Evangelion, even though it is one of the most darkest deconstructions there is? Just a thing the juxtaposition is astounding to me. You know, just saying. Juxtaposition, positions. And like I don't think I expect anyone to show up this time at all. Because I don't advertise well. I don't know when people get off whatever they're doing. I do know that people get off though. But that is a very different thing. Dun, 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 dun. See, this is me attempting to like rein in my mental health from just awful run of life, you know. Cause I've been having severe mental issues, and I just need to talk, you know, just in general. I hate you, Eve Online. So. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at this internet a J video on Hasanabi, because I find this very interesting that somebody is chronicling the rise of these leftist streamers, because there's just a billion videos on alt-right YouTubers, and this is sort of the other side of the coin. And of course, they have their controversies just like every other, you know, YouTuber will, tell you at a fucking time, to be quite frank. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, I don't know when people are done with their shit. Because, let's face it, I don't fucking live in the real world. I live in an illusion of my own fucking making. Alright. Alright, you got that. Okay. What are you hooked up to? Audio input. Let's see. Properties. Device. Microphone. Okay. What are you up to, my friend? Properties. Okay, you're just the microphone. Anything else? Output capture. What do you want? Okay, so you should work just fine.
I'm like looking around to see if I'm.
Alright, that works. It works! It lives! I'm only mostly a failure! Alright, where is the other thing? Ah, this. There we go. Now you can at least see part of me. Even though I'm a little... Yeah. Actually, yeah, do that. I'm actually gotta update this fucking text here to the actual link because I believe that's expired. Um, okay, that's the wrong one. That one? Yes, that one. Now, this isn't gonna be me a session like tearing like any of these people a new one. I don't think. Maybe a little. Probably a little. I'm gonna probably say some shit where I'll be like, "Yeah, no, I disagree with that entirely." Also, I know Hassan has gotten into somewhat controversial due to his purchasing of like a $7 million house. People question his motives and dedication to the movement. I don't think, personally, I don't think that's is in question as people would like you to believe. As he's always been extremely passionate to the point of saying things in the moment that he knows he shouldn't. Like, that's not the behavior of a man who doesn't believe in what he's saying. At least to me. So I'm gonna watch this. I know a lot of people don't dig politics and stuff, but I kind of I'm hugely political in my life, so I'm gonna do what you do.
Jerked off to anyone, and I really haven't. Except for you, actually. I've seen one of your porns. What a fucking liar!
Hassan Abi is a Twitch streamer who has exploded in popularity. Notably, he didn't amass his fame by playing video games.
All right. Do 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 do. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. I know this came out a while ago, but I just find it very interesting. That some, I am actually feel kind of impressed by Internet J for documenting this, as a lot of people I don't think thought to. You know? Just in general, I'm just saying, I am happy that somebody has taken the time to do this. And I don't tag my shit properly, and I don't know if anyone's ever gonna watch this, and I'm perfectly fine with that because I'm a loser. But here we go.
Games or through IRL streaming like most other creators on the platform. Instead, he did it through reaction content and political commentary. He's had an interesting career, transitioning from an overweight former Young Turk correspondent to a muscular Twitch megastar.
Oh yeah, like I didn't really. I liked some of the Young Turks content. It also, a lot of the other stuff they reported on, like when it came to like some science stuff and some like health care. Not some healthcare exactly, but some natural like medicine stuff. I really disliked. I don't know what their content is like right now, as I have other things to watch. But so I'm not really that familiar with Fat Hassan, and I'm not using fat that derogatory as I am a chungus myself. You know? Just saying. Chungus is as chungus do. I don't know if anyone actually gives a flying fuck what I'm doing, but I'm gonna continue. After I, what was I gonna do? Brain freeze. Not really freeze, but you get the gist. Or you don't. I'm not sure I care if I get the gist. So, I got that put out. It was advertising, all I can really do.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the story of the rise of Hassan Abi. Hassan Abi's real name is Hassan Piker, and he's currently 29 years old. He was born and raised in Turkey, but came to the United States for college. His political career began when he joined his uncle's network, the Young Turks, and created a Facebook video series called The Breakdown. As part of the series, Hassan released multiple videos that called out conservative commentator Tommy Lauren.
Wow, ain't that something? A lecture on tolerance and inhumane laws from an Iranian. That's rich.
So what? All Iranians are incapable of understanding because their government is awful. That's like saying all Americans love to murder Middle Eastern babies because our government has been doing that exceptionally well for some time now.
Each video got above 10 million views with extremely
Yeah.
However, Hassan faced backlash when he asked Tommy Lauren out on a date and criticized her for not sliding into his DMs.
Some have even criticized my personal style. Is that why you still haven't DM'd me, Tommy? Because I look like a lumberjack biker who's sipping too many chai lattes? Because you were out here in LA going on real time with Bill Maher and you still haven't DM'd. But I guess the same has been said about me for being willing to set aside our differences in opinion for an opportunity to take you out on a date. DM me, Tommy. I'll be waiting.
He was accused of being sexist and not taking Tommy seriously. Hassan then responded by stating that he wasn't a perfect human being and that's just how he was. He was unwilling to apologize or bend for anyone, regardless of the consequences. And if he thought someone was hot, he was certainly going to say it. This kid...
Yeah, that is definitely a very Hassan thing. I agree that he does not. He is very, very open about his sexuality and sex, but he does it also in a very controversial but partially healthy way, I think, personally. I can see how his comments would come across as offensive, but it's also not done in a way where, I don't, like, he didn't say I find her unattractive and that's why I'm making a joke about this date. No, it's I hate your views, so I'm making a joke about this date. And those are very different things. I do think it would have been more interesting had he said, asked Bill Maher to slide into his DMs. That would have been funnier. But I think trying to connect with the hardcore internet crowd like this it's a great strategy. And not bending is like he's not in the same place as like the kill streams were, or the internet blood sports, but I think he has learned a lot of their tricks of holding people's attention, and that what people want is a level of authenticity to a person in order to engage with them, and to convince them of anything politically. That is, I think, his strength. And his passion is obviously his strength.
Carefree, charged attitude attracted a lot of people and would soon become Hassan's calling card.
God, I hate
Even
Shapiro.
though Tommy Lauren didn't respond to his advances, BuzzFeed called him Wolfbang in May 2017 for his dashing new look. As Hassan continued to work for the Young Turks, he noticed that Facebook was shifting away from video and moving towards the right.
Hey. It's the king of horse paste himself. Just wanted to say that. Just fuck him.
This was when he decided to create a Twitch channel in March 2018 called Hassan Abi so he could talk about his progressive political views while unabashedly being himself. Initially though, things were pretty rough for Hassan. He worked for the Young Turks during the day and he streamed at night until the early morning. Furthermore, growth was extremely slow as he only got 35 live viewers during his first stream. He then tried playing Fortnite for several months, but that was unsuccessful.
Trying to convince people of good politics through Fortnite is, that was a mistake on his part, I believe. Like, the Fortnite crowd doesn't give a fuck. And the ones that do are, like, insane. So, bad idea, son. Just saying. Also, I debuted with 35, so I'm failing. I would kill for 35. I wouldn't kill. I would... Honestly, no. I would kill to get 35 and then to do something that, like, is a complete bust and failure. And then I get a commentary video made about me. Perfect.
So in fall 2018, Hassan decided to get in touch with his roots and scream about politics. He consistently engaged in debates, reacted to current events, and discussed governmental strategies. These topics proved to be extremely engaging and led to an increase in viewership. Soon, the popular debate streamer Destiny, who is widely credited with pioneering political discussion on Twitch, took notice of Hassan. Since
Sure
they were
enough.
both left-leaning streamers, it made sense for them to work together. So, Destiny extended a helping hand and started collaborating with Hassan. This helped Hassan's channel grow exponentially, something that he said he was grateful for.
But when I joined Twitch for the first time, I had a very specific goal in mind. And that goal has come to fruition largely because of Destiny, because of the help that he's given me, and also on top of Destiny helping me personally, Destiny himself already doing exactly what I wanted to do.
In November 2018, the two finally met in person over dinner while Destiny streamed their conversation.
I mean, definitely taking lessons in strategy from Destiny is not the worst idea. Taking all of his views is a bad thing. He's definitely he actually went into the internet blood sports. He's the one who found out the formula of being somewhat left, or in his case, liberal. And when I say left and liberal, those are two different things, people. Because then you got liberal and then you got the neoliberals, and there's the scale is way larger than left and right. Because Hassan is much farther on the left than Destiny. But taking Destiny strategies, chef's kiss of idea.
Over the next few months, the two continued to stream together, demonstrating that they work well as a team. They essentially created a space for politics on Twitch, demonstrating that the platform was for more than just gaming. Destiny and Hassan were a force to be reckoned with and seemed to have a bromance. Furthermore, Hassan and Destiny brought a lot of people to the left, which illustrated the influence they had on the viewers. From the outside looking in, the relationship appeared to be rock solid. But unfortunately, as they continued to participate in debates and politics over time, the cracks slowly began to show. During their streams, Destiny tended to always focus on a misunderstanding or poorly expressed point of Hassan's and belabor it. On the other hand, Hassan would often ad hom Destiny and get overly triggered. An ad hominem or ad hom is when someone attacks another person's character instead of their argument. It's a pretty low blow and would hurt a friend if it was used often enough. And the thread holding the relationship together snapped on June 2019 when Hassan appeared on a podcast called The Raj Royale. On the podcast, he attempted to teach a difficult concept that the others didn't understand it. Destiny then came in and explained it simply, which everyone appreciated. This Raj royally, no pun intended, pissed Hassan off.
Okay.
This concept and for why they did this, and this is historic, to justify these cases.
Albion Online is a sandbox MMORPG in which you write your own story.
Go fuck yourself. Nah, just ads, man. What are you gonna do when they come for you?
To guide the discussion.
Destiny, get in here.
So when we say like, can somebody be racist against somebody, under like, I guess like the common vernacular of like, can somebody hate somebody with skin color? Of course, anybody can do that. But when we start like analyzing society, we look at like meaningful demonstrations of racism. So for instance, like the criminal justice system or economic disadvantage, right? In these ways, minority people can't really exercise racism in society because they don't really have the status and power in society.
It's like I wish Destiny could just instead of making us wait. So we didn't have to list a fucking
Yeah, it just makes me
like we had the cheat sheet right here.
It's funny because like the only way. Such a fucking retarded thing to say. Like I'm sorry, but like if you can't comprehend the fucking shit that I'm saying, it's on you, okay? I'm doing the best. I'm doing. Hey, yeah, Wes. Wes, he literally said the exact same thing that I just said.
Although they were both on the left, they still had disagreements
Yep.
and were trying to force their relationship to work. Destiny also lashed out when someone said that he was best known for being...
Like, honestly, I can understand Hassan getting frustrated there just because I have severe problems where people don't understand what I'm saying, even though it does make sense. Like, I understood what Hassan was saying. But I can imagine in a conference setting or debate setting how that's not really going to work. You know? But you can see that Hassan does have ego problems. The problem that is Destiny has even more ego problems. So that's just that's just gonna spark off each other and create madness, you know.
Being Hassan Piker's friend.
Probably most
Mm.
is that not your claim to fame?
Wait. Okay, I'm just gonna say I caught this. Peanut Butter Gamer has joined the Larvae. This is very interesting to me because they were part of Normal Boots, along with which I think still exists, which JonTron got in a giant controversy after debating Destiny, and JonTron said some really, really, really racist shit. So I wonder if PBG is keeping an eye on Destiny to see if he's going to bring shit forward all the time, or if he is just a Destiny fan and he had problems with it. JonTron said too. That's very interesting. I'm hoping that's the actual PBG, because that would be fascinating. You know, if you notice bottom right corner.
No? Wait, what? So I'm one of the first streamers to ever professionally stream, and I've been here for 10 years, and Hassan is a very small part of what I do.
And to make matters worse, Destiny took Hassan's compliment of being a left-wing Ben Shapiro as an insult.
Debating is a blood sport, but it can be one of the most effective ways to change minds. I wish we had famous sharks like Shapiro on that side. We do. We have Destiny. Destiny is the Bizarro Shapiro.
Well, like this is it sounds like a backhanded compliment. After watching a lot of Hassan, he means technique-wise and ability to cut through things to get people to react, to shake them. Which honestly Hassan has problems doing, because he likes to go for the passion where there's less gotcha moments, where Destiny is like a I got you, like fucking wizard, just like Shapiro thinks he is.
Like one of the reasons why I love the guy.
I listen to a lot of Shapiro. I listen to more Ben Shapiro than I do Pod Sid and Andy.
Yeah, I've seen a fair amount of Ben Shapiro debates. Jesus, fuck that guy. I hate him. He talks very quickly with me, and he's so horrendously political. Shapiro is like
Yep.
the king of example of like how you can lie out your own farts and not have any idea about what you're talking about.
When he says Bizarro, Hassan means he's right.
The catalyst of their split occurred in July 2019 when Hassan and Destiny debated the subject of Kamala Harris. During their debate, Hassan talked over Destiny repeatedly, ad-homed him, and accused him of using extreme hypotheticals to make his points. Destiny, however, often responded to Hassan in a condescending way and attacked insignificant points that he made.
If what you just said,
Give like Narcan to police officers. Let's just jail them because ultimately, let's do it here. That's good for me.
if what
Homelessness. Let's not focus on like building sustainable public housing
Okay.
for homeless people. Let's just fucking throw them in jail. Because ultimately there will be a donor over their fucking head. On that argument too. They end justify the means. Why aren't we doing that?
every example
Madness.
is bad. In my example, the end is good. I don't know how you can't understand the difference between them.
The debate ended awkwardly, but then things escalated. Multiple Redditors on r/Destiny called Hassan out for some of the statements he made and for his bad argumentative tactics. This triggered Hassan, who wrote this angry post and went on a Twitter rampage. Extremely frustrated, he also said that Destiny shouldn't use the same shitty debate tactics that it uses on the right when debating people on the left like himself.
You trying to debate people on the left, which you agree with.
Furthermore, Destiny discovered a video where a song called politician Pete Buttigieg booty judged and then accused him of empowering homophobia as Pete was gay.
Oh.
Booty judge. Pete Booty. What? Chichedge? Booty check? Booty judge? Okay, it's really hard to say this without. Now, Booty Judge has been the talk of the town.
Those comments are.
I'm gonna say that Destiny took this one out of context. Even during his Buttigieg's campaign, one of the things that he would do himself is make like slogans and gear about the fact no one could pronounce his name based on what it looks like. So I think Destiny was kind of in the wrong there, and saying booty judge. How do you know it's a dude? Booty mostly refers to women. I generally in like hip hop vernacular, so I don't know what he's talking about.
They're super homophobic. Wait, what the fuck? No way.
But more fuel was added to the fire when Destiny unleashed his pent-up frustration over chat. Hassan later reacted to these messages on stream and was very hurt.
He helped me so much. But this is like so pathetic. He helped me so fucking much that it's so pathetic for him to lie this way. Like, it's insane. Like, why? Why would he do this? I don't understand. I love this person. I talk positively about him all the fucking time. So why? Why would he do all of this? Why would he, like, have so much fucking pent-up frustration about me, like, deep down inside, without saying anything?
Hassan and Destiny not only burned their bridge, but blew it up spectacularly. The end of their relationship was solidified. Hassan moved on from the drama.
Oh God. Oh God. I'm gonna be honest. I in private have also made fun of Mr. Eye Patch here because I am a child at heart, and I also I look at that and it's like super villain. Honestly, it's weird.
In August 2019, the insulted politician and veteran Dan Fenster. He reacted to his Joe Rogan podcast interview on stream and disagreed with what he said about having American military bases all over the world. Hassan then
I totally agree with. How would we not be the world's police in a totalitarian way if we have little that's colonization type shit, and I do not like that.
Insulted him about how he lost his eye, and although it was crude humor, it was pretty aggressive.
What the fuck is wrong with this dude? Did he go to war and literally lose his eyes to some mujahideen, a brave fucking soldier, fucked his eye hole with their dick? Isn't that how he lost his fucking...
Okay, I forgot how harsh he was there. Yeah. I said supervillain? That's not that bad. That's like comic booky. Skull fucking, that's a bit far for an actual person. Okay, I can see this, yeah.
Dumbass eye? Because he got his fucking eye hole fucked?
And during the same stream, Hassan said that America deserved 9/11 because the government armed and financed the people that...
Okay, I know this one. He worded it poorly. He was more that America basically set up all of the triggers for it to happen, and it's not that they deserve it on a moral level, it's that it's gonna be eventually coming if you set everything up that way.
Carried out the attack.
America deserved 9/11, dude. Fuck it, I'm saying it.
We're there to partner with them. We're not there doing our own thing. We're there partnering and training.
In a video game.
Enhancing their capabilities.
Yeah.
That's part of what we're doing. And the other part is just knowledge.
The in a video game part is that's a bit disrespectful because to people's intelligence.
We want to know what's happening.
Like, we fucking totally brought it on ourselves, dude. Holy shit. We did. We fucking did. In a video game, whatever, hypothetically, politically, we fucking did. We did.
Holy shit!
Many people in the Twitch community and mainstream media reacted to the firestorm that Hassan caused. In fact, even Dan Crenshaw replied to his remarks.
Here exclusively to respond to that vile creature is Texas Congressman Dan Crenshaw. Congressman, what was your reaction when you first heard this?
Well, wow, he was triggered, wasn't he?
Interestingly, while many people might lose followers if they made such remarks, Hassan didn't. He didn't get canceled and actually grew to the exposure that he received. People loved his no BS approach to politics. It was refreshing. And although many people called Hassan triggered, to him his emotions weren't a weakness. They were an expression of his passion.
That is definitely something I agree with more and more, that being afraid of being owned or triggered is a problem when on the right being owned and triggered is seen as, you know, being hyper aggressive is seen as a strength, but on the left, if you do that, they claim that you're being unfair, which makes no goddamn sense. Like, be passionate. If you're passionate about politics, be fucking passionate about it. And if you say some stuff that you shouldn't, you're not triggered. You're in the moment, like, and sometimes shit happens. And this is why, like over cancel, like, this is the gray area of cancel culture ideas, where it's like, yes, we should be able as consumers to have the right to not support people that have done horrible things by reporting on it and spreading it. On the other hand, we need to understand that the people that we support are human and will do stupid shit. And so we end up with people a little bit in the middle here, and they make their home there. And I don't know, I think that's how you become cancelable, honestly.
From facing criticism by asking Tommy Lauren out to the backlash he got for making offensive comments about a one-eyed war veteran, he simply didn't care. After all the drama, Hassan was getting thousands of live viewers. He successfully carved out a market for his own...
Oh, fuck you, Crowder.
In September 2019, Hassan appeared on The Rochler, a Twitch dating show. He even revealed that he once dated former porn star Denise Griffin. And as if it was destiny, he ended up picking Mia Malkova on the show, who is probably on half your guys' incognito tab right now. Hassan and Mia later went on a date at TwitchCon, but unfortunately she brought her boyfriend and he was not down to be caught. In October 2019, Hassan and Destiny got into a bitter disagreement once again. It started when Destiny admitted that he used the N-word in private and thought that it was okay. However, his African-American co-host of the DT podcast, Trihex, was offended by this and subsequently quit. Hassan then supposedly talked to Trihex and told him that using the word was racist whether it was used publicly or privately. However, when Hassan and Destiny debated each other over the issue, Hassan revealed that it might be okay to use the word if it was never exposed.
So let's say that you say it privately, but it's never exposed. Is it okay then?
Say it privately and it never
But it's never exposed.
I guess.
This inconsistency bothered Destiny, who went to Reddit and posted this. On stream, Destiny also discussed how Hassan talked to Trihex, causing Hassan to explode in anger.
Nothing I do is performative. So, for
Mm.
instance, I use the science of I'm not going to talk to a black person like Trihex and say, hey, the N-word, it's always done. What do you think black people...
What a fucking liar, dude! What a fucking Weasley little liar! What a fucking
I mean, this is like, Destiny clearly stated a lot of shit and is now trying to redirect it all onto Hassan here. I mean, it's a masterful move, except that Hassan allows himself to be triggered and use that energy, which obviously it breaks the relationship even further, but Hassan realizes he doesn't care.
Weasley little liar, dude! Holy shit, dude! Holy fucking shit, dude! Literally lying. still lying to his audience. Can someone at least fucking enlighten Destiny that he's literally lying to his audience? What a fucking piece of shit, dude. Holy fucking...
Moving on from the Destiny drama.
Like, honestly, that thing, isn't it a tree falls in the forest is literally what they're talking about, and that's a pretty stupid-ass thing, you know? Honestly. Like, pretty fucking stupid. Just saying. Like trying to tree fall in the forest with the N-word is a terrible idea. Like, honestly, that is fucking stupid.
Hassan found himself in hot water again in November 2019. It began when a user named Asaratha made a post on Hassan's subreddit called Hassan Exploded in a Labor for YouTube video. Asaratha even released Discord logs where Hassan supposedly read along. He stated that he made multiple clips for Hassan's YouTube channel that never got paid. But after further examination, it was clear that the chat box never discussed anything related to payment or a job offer.
It doesn't mean that every single person that fucking flips out a video of them and, like, publishes them is now my editor, okay?
Ultimately, it was chalked up to a case of miscommunication, and Hassan compensated the editor. As time passed, Hassan continued to grow his political Twitch channel, showcasing his energetic personality and unfiltered commentary. He realized that he didn't need anyone but himself and dusted himself off of his prior controversy. And by early 2020,
I mean, that's some...
viewers, solidifying his...
I mean, honestly, if you're a one-man show like that, it's perfect. I'm not a one-man show. That's why I put Discord things, and I need to react to this. Like, this is my weakness. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Like, yeah, you know. So, I mean, this is, like, it's a thing about respecting Hassan, that's for fucking sure. You know, I respect the man's viewpoint, passion quite a bit. And I also think that sometimes he engages in debates he shouldn't simply because he's asked to. He is not the best debater in the world. Like, because he is passionate, but he is very good at skewering people who are being bullshit, who have put out a piece of media that is directly bullshit and lying to you. He can skewer that perfectly. It's like how Chapo does their reading series, Chapo Trap House, for those of you who don't know, does a reading series, and then they skewer the articles live, not live, but through the podcast, and they are the masters of that. So that is their prerogative. Like that is Hassan's strength. Destiny is a great debater, though he goes off the rails in different ways, and he's a bit of a cheater. Let's put it that way. Like, I respect what he did for bringing people out of the alt-right, like, stuff in the blood sports community, but I also think that him hanging on the way he is showing people on the left how to be toxic now, and that is a problem. That's why him and Vaush are no longer friends either. Now, I'm just gonna put this out there. I would love for Internet J to do one on Vaush or Demon Mama or Xander Hall. Would also be very, very interesting. You know, just because the rise of that would be very like following their stories right now would be interesting, because it's documenting a piece of streaming history that that's going to go away. You know, it's going to leave. It's going to leave, you know? And that's why it's important to document it so we can understand what happened. How did we get here, you know?
Status as a top Twitch streamer. However, in August 2020, Hassan took that status too far. He was called out for stating that YouTubers make 2 videos a month and cash a 6-figure check while Twitch streamers work for
This was stupid.
YouTubers literally fucking sit around, okay, and they make one fucking video. They make one fucking video a month and get like Patreon money, or they make like 2 fucking videos a week max, okay, and then they cash out with like a 6-figure check.
This in turn sparked a YouTuber versus Twitch streamer debate. However, the debate was settled by YouTuber Nicholas DeOrio, who stated that both YouTubers and streamers were lucky to be working their dream job.
Yep.
Despite Hassan's
True enough.
controversies, his channel skyrocketed in popularity when he started covering the presidential debate between Biden and Trump towards the end of 2020. Viewers really loved Hassan's hot takes and analyses. And interestingly, people were tuning in to Hassan's Twitch channel for coverage rather than CNN or Fox News. He even played Among Us with AOC. Hassan clearly demonstrated that he was at the top of the food chain when it came to politics and proved it had a home on Twitch. And the growth of his channel was undeniable as he went from around 13,000 average viewers in September 2020 to about 60,000 in November 2020. Hassan's story is extremely admirable as he started out as a commentator on a political network but transformed himself into his own one-man show. Although he faced multiple roadblocks, he arguably did what Destiny never could, make politics mainstream on Twitch. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider giving it a big
Like,
thumbs up
that is... Oh,
and subscribing to my channel. Peace.
Like, that is 100% true, and I do wonder if that contributed to their breakup, that Hassan succeeded where Destiny failed. And that is absolute fact. And I'm sure it hurts him. You know? Just saying. Oh God, EDP, mini lad, doing this back to back, man. You, Internet of J, you are a madman of keeping that your mental health any kind of good.
My job is to make college easier because students have a lot on their hands.
Have you ever thought about debating someone?
Yes.
Perhaps a friend who...
I have done that a lot. I'm on a gaming debate show, sir. Sir? I do a gaming debate show. So yes, a lot. God damn it, a lot.
Posted Trump 2020 on Facebook or your local neo-Nazi who claimed that the Holocaust didn't happen. Well, today, ladies
I know that guy. Fuck him.
and gentlemen, I'm going to be talking about a master orator and Twitch streamer, Destiny. He is considered a top-notch debater and
There's
has put
Vouch.
a stake in the ground as one of the first to ever stream. Destiny's real name is Stephen Bonnell II, and his origins are pretty humbling. He grew up in Nebraska and dropped out of college to work at a restaurant. Then, when he was fired, he worked as a carpet cleaner. During this time, he played StarCraft 2 professionally and competed across the world. He had a career full of controversy related to unacceptable behavior and was released from both Quantic and Ruby.
Right.
But he still managed to balance playing StarCraft with his day job any way he could.
Hey, this is Steve with Guaranteed Clean. I was just calling to let you know that we just finished up our last job, but we are in House of Bluffs, and the drive's a little long. I'll probably be there closer to 2:30. If there's any problem with that, just give me a call back at 714-8841. Thank you very much. Otherwise, I'll plan on seeing you around then. Thank you. Alright, one more game, bros.
And in 2011, he decided to focus on streaming full-time, which proved to be successful as he earned about $100,000 in his first year. Now, that's a significant amount of money. Mind you, this was in the early days when streaming wasn't as common as it is today. Around that time, Destiny also had a child with his former partner. They had a messy split-up, but despite everything, he continued to pay forward and built a consistent viewer base. He even created his own website visited by thousands called Destiny.gg. In the latter half of the 2010s, Destiny transitioned to politics. He largely supported leftist ideals and often pushed his opponents into revealing...
Okay, Jay, I'm gonna stop that. He more or less supported liberal and somewhat libertarian ideas. I would not have ever classified him as a leftist. On the left, ideas is different than a leftist idea. Just want to correct you there. I mean, other than that, aces.
One of Stephen's first popular debates was in 2017 against white nationalist Lauren Southern. And with a name like that, it's no surprise that she was far right.
Honestly, I think I didn't make it through Xander Hall's video with Lauren Southern, but it mostly because I'm gonna be honest. Sorry, Xander, that video was cringe as fuck, man. And I am cringe as fuck. So I you know, from cringe to cringe. You know?
Friends stated that immigrants were bad because they took away resources and even attempted to make an analogy to StarCraft.
I made it a StarCraft analogy. Don't get mad yet. I made it a StarCraft analogy for you. So in StarCraft, and I don't play StarCraft, but I did my best here, there's a constant demand for labor. And furthermore, wages never change no matter how many SCVs you have. The prices of SCVs never change. And furthermore, SCVs don't have to eat or have shelter or sleep or do any of the things that normal workers do. If they did, then in effect you might be starving SCVs out of existence by making more of them. If you drove wages down too far, you might reach a point where you cannot hire any more SCVs. Or if you did hire more SCVs, you might find the possibility of your buildings falling down because the only SCVs you could find to work for you at those low wages would be subpar compared to the others.
Destiny, however...
I love this, and Jay is about to tell you, she just fucked up royally about StarCraft.
Absolutely obliterated her with her own analogy, considering that StarCraft and debates were the two things he was best at.
That same analogy you can follow. In order to create a larger base and more command centers, you need more SCVs. Maybe you get to a point to where you have so much supply and so many SCVs that you are able to start promoting some of these SCVs to Marines or siege tanks because you have so many low-skilled SCVs you no longer need to dedicate a large percentage of your economy to working these menial jobs. The only way your bases ever grow in StarCraft is by creating more SCVs. I feel like this is the worst analogy you could have chosen to make this argument.
It would be like if someone tried to argue with me about getting rejected by women and having eyebrows with Ethan Klein.
I wish I could, you know, had eyebrows like Ethan Klein, because that would be amazing. I have a problem controlling my eyebrows in general, you know, because I got this little stone face going on. You know, gormless look.
During debates, Stephen had an uncanny ability to stay calm while being screamed at, and also accelerated to the speed of an auctioneer whenever he wanted to attack. And Stephen was open to debating pretty much anywhere. He once debated a viewer and got him to change his views regarding his law.
Sometimes leftists, when they talk about white people negatively, they don't necessarily mean you, but it comes off as feeling that way, right? And I always find this ironic that there are people on, I'm going to say the right, that will get very upset when lefties talk about like, oh, well, white people did slavery, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, well, wait, hold on, it wasn't me. It's not all white people. But then they turn around and they do the same to Muslims. And it's like, well, come on, that's not really fair, right?
I'm actually being convinced by some
well, no, I'm not trying to
arguments.
No, I'm not trying. All I'm trying
what you're saying makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
He even debated his mom, who was an ardent Trump supporter.
I'm gonna be honest. I wish I want to go back and find that. Debating your parents is, well, honestly, debating your parents is there is an art form to it. Yeah, and it is basically two people. If you ever saw Scream, okay, it's two people with knives that have to stab each other in order to get away with doing what they're doing. You know, they're trying to get away with being Ghostface, so they are stabbing each other to make it look like they are the victim. That is how it feels to debate certain parents. I'm just saying, because you just do that and you're trying to escape. or hurt them as much as possible so you can escape and get away with what you're doing. Because you know society is going to be very angry at you for debating your parents. You know?
Use the your mom defense in that one, aka how I win all my debates now. In March 2017, Destiny spiked in popularity after he debated popular YouTuber JonTron regarding immigration.
Oh, yeah.
During their discussion, JonTron made several concerning statements that landed him in hot water. First, he said that rich blacks commit more crimes on average than poor whites.
Okay, so you think that poor blacks probably commit more crime relative to wealthier black people?
They do. Wealthy blacks also commit.
Yeah, I remember this. What the fuck is he talking about? Is it, you know?
More crime than poor whites. That's a fact.
Wait, what?
Destiny, sensing the ridiculousness of his statement.
Yeah, that is insanity. Like, they pretty much, the crimes themselves occur at the same rate with poor whites and poor blacks, and they are also street crime and such, where if you want to look at, let's say, white collar crime, I would say in the rich blacks and rich whites, which whites probably commit more white collar crime, but I'd say more. I'm not sure if at the exact rate. So it's a very bizarre worldview that JonTron has.
Statement asked him to explain himself. And instead of a clear answer, JonTron just pivoted into an argument about preserving the white majority in America. It was hard for a YouTuber to express views that aligned with white nationalism, and he faced significant backlash as a result.
One thing I came here to talk about: why is it bad for white people to resist their own demographic displacement?
And your only answer was tribalism.
No, I explained it.
Yeah, when you start talking the white displacement theory, please, kindly jump off the next cliff in Minecraft, sir.
The things as well, when people, let's say the French, you're being racist to us, and then they're rioting. What are the French supposed to think? They're supposed to think more.
I'm not French. I'm American. We were talking about America. Why have we gone across the seas again?
Eventually, JonTron made a video stating that his statements were misconstrued, but never apologized directly. Due to this controversy, Destiny gained significant media attention. By January 2018, Steven had amassed over 200.
Funny, there is a pop trigger that Hassan did on Destiny doing the JonTron thing, and I believe Hassan did a video about him. I did a stream with him watching it. Just, let's that's a fucking that's a meta way of doing the world. I mean, I don't remember who it is, but somebody said that true things copy and copy. We are just all copies of things, and that is just like some full 5D insanity, if you think about it.
Which followers 3,000 average viewers. Due to his unprecedented growth, he decided to move from Nebraska to Los Angeles to help further his streaming career. However, this move drew criticism from some who accused him of abandoning his child, but Destiny paid them no mind. He certainly wasn't going to let anyone live rent-free in his head. Destiny continued to debate people like Nick Fuentes and make a name for himself.
Okay, I just want to say this. Fuentes now being part of InfoWars is pure insanity, and if Jones is going with that, I worry about his base becoming more... he's going to lose people, but I worry about the core people becoming even more radicalized because of it. This is a concern I have. Just want to put that out there.
We tricked and humiliated Nick with his sharp wit.
Once in America, Mexican immigrants face great challenges, often with no knowledge of the English language and with little formal education. Many Mexican immigrants are compelled to accept low-wage manual labor jobs and are frequently exploited by middlemen who act as intermediaries between them and the prospective employers. Many sought housing in the older sections of the large cities where they settled, and they became known as Little Mexicos, frequently in overcrowded, substandard tenements which were often dimly lit with poor heating and ventilation. Do you think this is an okay summary of Mexicans in the United States today?
Yes.
Okay, well, I just replaced the word Mexico. I replaced the word Italian with Mexican. These were Italians in the 1900s.
Oh, yeah, and again, and here's...
Okay, Nick, let's hear it. Slippery Nick. Go ahead, Slippery Nick.
Destiny was a force to be reckoned with, and viewers loved watching his opponents get home. Due to his magnanimous presence and entertaining personality, he had essentially given political discussion a home on Twitch. In part thanks to Destiny, Twitch was no longer just a gaming platform. Steven was a sort of lone wolf who defended leftist ideology against some of the scummiest and weirdest right-wingers online. He ardently stuck to his beliefs as long as they were logical and never cared what anyone thought. In fact, in 2018, his strong reputation led to the streamer Hassan Piker asking to collaborate with him, which he agreed to. Initially, the two appeared to have a very strong relationship, working together frequently. However, although they both supported
the amount of leftist fan fiction on that is insane.
They were still two very different people, and their differences led to a perfect shitstorm during their Kamala Harris debate. During their discussion, Hassan constantly attacked Destiny's character instead of the argument, and in turn, Destiny acted condescending towards Hassan. This led to Destiny revealing his distaste for Hassan in his chat log. He also mentioned how he felt forcibly grouped with him because they were on the same side of the political spectrum, which Hassan took as betrayal.
He helped me so much. So this is like so pathetic. He helped me so much that it's so pathetic for him to lie this way. Like, it's insane. Like, why? Why would he do this? I don't understand. I love this person. I talk positively about him all the time. So why? Why would he do all of this? Why would he, like, have so much pent-up frustration about me, like, deep down inside without saying anything?
Ultimately, their friendship fell apart and never resurrected itself. Destiny, however, moved on like nothing of value was lost.
Yeah, like, Khan's emotions are his strength, and Destiny is not about that shit. Just saying.
He continued to stream, reaching over 300,000 Twitch followers by January 2019. He had massive influence never seen before on Twitch. Multiple alt-right figures had written to him stating that he was solely responsible for changing their views such as creating change. And no one or topic was off limits as evidence when Destiny debated right-wing anti-feminist Sargon of Akkad on gender. Destiny proved...
Oh, fucking... Sargon debating is such a train wreck and a half that I kind of love that, and anytime I hear he's gonna debate, I'm fucking like, okay, I'm either gonna be there or I'm watching this shit later, because he does not understand anything. He is just pompous, and he got by on pure pomposity and aiming it at what at the time were labeled as SJWs, and how he thought they were insane, and ironically, his pomposity and believing that he could get elected to parliament and shit is equally insane. Look what happened to fucking him and Milo. Dankula, I think, did it for the lulz and is also truly insane. But it was a shit show because pomposity is not policy. If you take anything away from that, pomposity is not policy.
He was as skilled as ever, easily picking him apart. When Sargon claimed that blacks would be richer if they got married, he slammed him hard on correlation versus causation.
I don't think that black couples getting married is a big deal.
Yeah, but it absolutely, there's no question of it. We know that single-parent, female-led households produce delinquent young men. Delinquent young men commit crimes. They end up recidivizing. They end up going to jail.
Okay, hold on. I'm not trying to play like a big meme, but you understand the difference between correlation and causation, right?
However, Stephen, just like many of the people that he debated, also had several controversies.
Yep.
For one, he didn't think that all incest was bad as long as there were no
Oh yeah.
such as Furthermore, he consistently defended the use of the N-word as long as it was used privately and not publicly.
Yeah.
Unfortunately...
Yeah, like... I knew families that were white that used the N-word at home, and only at home, and it is fucking uncomfortable and dog shit. And I was a child and I could do nothing about it, but if I could go back there, I would fucking punch them in the face. Honestly. They're also just scummy people, but I grew up around scummy people, so that's nothing new. But, making it okay in the context of your family and behind closed doors is horrible. I'm gonna say, like, if you're listening to, like, rap music and accidentally do that because you're really into the song, which it happens, man. Like, if you're by yourself, it happens, and it happened to that girl on stage with Kendrick Lamar. It was awful. She was embarrassed. She got reamed, and honestly, I think we made too big a deal out of it. As long as, like, she realized it was an accident. If she would have said, but, like, if you can spread the hate to your family behind closed doors, and I think Destiny, being the lone wolf he is, does not understand that. So.
For 2019, this belief led to a fallout with the co-host of his podcast, Trihex.
The difference here is that it's really disingenuous for me to continue to conversate with you if you privately still use hard R, the most contextually offensive word in modern American English language, whatever you want to call it, dude. I'm not sure. It sat with me very problematically when you admitted that. I wish I had a more objective way to frame that, but just in terms of feelings, to me that wasn't cool.
Well, listen, I love you a lot, buddy. I mean, like, I enjoy talking to you and I enjoy interacting with you. If you legitimately think because of jokes that I say privately or whatever that I'm racist, I mean, that's completely on you for you to believe. I don't reach into your... Wait, hold on. I don't reach into your private life to figure out, like, what you say or don't say that I may or may not like it if you say it around me. I mean, if you think that, like, you can get offended, or if you don't like something, or not even get offended, but if you feel like something I say is, like, actually, like, a judgment to you or disrespectful to you in some private manner, I mean, that's completely for you to believe. Like, that's...
Trihex, who was black, expressed disappointment with Destiny's use of the word, even despite him being half Cuban. But whether for good or for bad, Destiny had a deeply ingrained attitude in which he refused to budge on his beliefs, regardless of the people that he accepted. And his staunch attitude cost him his friendship with Trihex, who was clearly frustrated with the entire ordeal.
Alright. I like that fight.
That's the video, by the way, not me. It's because it's bad.
At this point, Destiny's behavior seriously concerned viewers. Some went so far as to call him cold and even a sociopath. I mean, Destiny himself even admitted that he sometimes lacks empathy for others. He received a 30-day Twitch ban for using a homophobic slur and talking about shooting Cubans.
Can I already tell? This is gonna be a game where I get 0 Gangsaw game, and then this faggot is gonna can't replay.
And on Twitter, he was straight up toxic. He sent a picture of a burning cross to a black person and told a woman to get raped by a shovel and threatened to bomb his own internet service provider, Cox. You can bomb my Cox anytime you want, Destiny. Just kidding. I know. That was a really bad thing. All of these actions were suspected to be the cause of his permanent ban from Twitter. But even though Destiny wasn't perfect, his fanbase absolutely adored him. They really admired his authenticity and his intelligence. And well, Melina, a Swedish Twitch streamer, was no exception. And during a trip to New Zealand, Destiny met up with her. At the time, she was in an open relationship, and Destiny ended up completely cucking her boyfriend. And I shit you not, eventually the two got engaged. Clearly, Destiny was someone who didn't follow the norm and always did his own thing. In January 2020, Steven found himself in more drama when he was asked whether the popular streamer Trainwreck TV was sexist and replied yes.
Content, but what was your take on, do you think Train, regardless of what he said, do you think Train is sexist? Do you think he's actually misogynist? Or do you think that you understand where he's coming from with his comments?
Do I think Train is a sexist or a misogynist? So, do I think Train is sexist? Almost certainly, to some extent. Do I think he's a misogynist? Probably not.
His comments seriously offended Trainwrecks, who then called him out for being a bad friend. However, Destiny had had enough. He had consistently defended Train multiple times in the past against his community and was no longer interested in getting attacked from both sides.
And it's like, okay, listen, dude. Like, I defend you so much, and my community roasts me so hard for it. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and listen to you roast me for not defending you, while my community is roasting you.
Point it. Yep. That's
really fucking sick.
that's cold but accurate.
That's really dumb. If you listen to the
Which
conversation
that's
that I had
Destiny.
yesterday, I was being unimaginably charitable towards Tyler. Like, I don't know, misogynistic person. Like, yeah, maybe he's got some treasures, or whatever, blah blah blah. Like, I don't think he's this hateful, horrible evil person. I was being incredibly charitable.
So, just as he did with streamer Bad Bunny, he completely cut out Trainwreck's critique. In September 2020, Destiny reached a massive accomplishment, gained almost 600,000 Twitch followers.
Jesus.
Destiny had carved out his own space on Twitch and was currently the face of politics. He also made good friends with other streamers such as Lily Pichu, Offline TV, and Mr. Mood. His relationships with the people he liked were
Hassan.
However, right after he reached 600k followers,
is probably the face now.
due to a violent comment he made about the Black Lives Matter protest.
The rioting needs to fucking stop. And if that means like white redneck fucking militia dudes out there mowing down.
Nope. 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 Fuck you.
However, Destiny was never one to let a band get him down and took it in stride. He just used the opportunity to post videos on both YouTube and Twitch, which wouldn't be allowed with partnerships. Currently, Destiny is an extremely dominant force on Twitch. Destiny treats debates like intellectual boxing matches and makes fools out of his opponents if their arguments aren't sound. Although he refuses to bend on his ideals regardless of the friends and relationships it affects, he's as popular as ever. Viewers still tune in to watch his streams by the thousands. And as someone who has been streaming for about a decade and is a master debater, it's no wonder why. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider giving me a thumbs up because it really helps me out. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Peace.
All right. How long have I been going here? Where's time? Time? For some reason, my timer doesn't exist anymore. Or it does, and I lost it. Well, I mean, I can always, like, actually check. I mean, an hour and a half ain't too bad, you know. Just saying. But that was, I found that interesting and a little refreshing to do. To actually, if anybody gets some of this shit, you know, it's completely fascinating to me that we are documenting streamers because they have the ability to do debates in a way that our actual politicians cannot, because we have set it up so they cannot, you know? Just putting that out there. But I'm gonna sign off on this shit, and I'm gonna sign off for now. If I come up with another idea like this, I'll fucking do it.